Hi, welcome to Magnificence Moments. I'm Sue, your Magnificence mentor. Whenever I feel down or blue or upset, down in the dumps, we used to call it, there's a particular antidote that I have found really helpful that pulls me out of that in a pretty rapid way. What am I talking about? I'm talking about gratitude. The common phrase these days is have an attitude of gratitude. Well, what is gratitude? Gratitude is that thankfulness, that sense of appreciation for what we have or what's going on in our lives. It can be from the smallest thing to the absolute biggest thing. So, for example, I'm grateful for my pillow. And I'm grateful that I have a cozy bed to sleep in at night. They're very small things, very simple things, but I'm really grateful for that. So here's what happens. If I'm feeling rather blue, let's say I get up in the morning and life just doesn't feel quite right. I'm off somehow. What I find is within 5 minutes, my whole attitude and my whole well being shifts the second I start thinking about what I'm grateful for. So I make a mental list. Sometimes I make an actual physical list, but if I make a mental list of, okay, in this moment, right this second, what am I grateful for? Well, I'm grateful that I got up. I managed to get out of bed. That was a good thing. I'm grateful that there's food in my fridge and I have choices. I'm grateful that I can turn on some nice music and soothe my soul that way. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that when I look out my balcony door, I see green everywhere because I have an indoor atrium and there's lots of trees. And on it goes. So many things to be grateful for. I'm grateful that I live in a country that is not at war. I'm grateful that I have neighbors who care about and appreciate me. I'm grateful that my tea kettle works and I can make myself a cup of tea anytime I choose. Well, it's interesting that shifting out of whatever I think is wrong with my world, and some days it feels like there's quite a lot wrong, into, well, what's right with my world gives me an entirely different perspective. And pretty soon I've pulled myself up out of the doldrums and into a much better frame of mind. So, gratitude can be a huge boost when we're feeling depressed, when we're feeling out of sorts. One of the things you can do is get yourself a nice journal, call it your gratitude journal, and get in the habit of jotting down at least once a day or whenever you think about it, what are you grateful for? Because we do have many, many things to be grateful for on planet Earth. And when we express that, it's interesting how more and more comes to us because we're living in a sense of appreciation for what we already have. It may not be the best of what we could have, but the fact that we have it at all, we can be grateful for. So, as such a magnificent being, what are you grateful for today? Who is it in your life that you appreciate? What is it that you love and are grateful for about you? Until next time, remember, you are magnificent.